Hola, boa noite, greetings and salutations. I trust I find you all well. We're now, I believe, 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes here in Portugal into the Lionsgate portal, the 8th of the 8th, 2023, which is astrologically a very prominent um, day. Um, I think it goes without saying that we're all going through some very testing times right now. Our resolve is being tested. Our determination is being tested. Our faith is being tested. Our convictions are being tested. Our capacity to love is being tested. Our patience is being tested. It's a very testing time for everybody in all our different ways. It's really important during these difficult times that we're all going through to always remain centered and focus on the big picture. And that big picture is that we are visitors to this earth, all of us. We are all here on borrowed time. It's easy to get caught up in the drama of the physical world. To get caught up in fear, in anxiety, in fighting, in resisting, in reacting. These energies or frequencies are not aligned with divine purpose. They're meant to discombobulate, is a big word, our mission, our frequency. It's so important right now with the heat that is in this realm to stay calm, to stay cool, to stay centered. Remain in a place of speed, or in a space of peace and love. I've seen some people in the comments are very angry at some of the things that I've shared, that have transpired here at Pineal. I just want to reassure everyone that that is not the vibration or response we want to have. We must show compassion and love, even to those who we perceive are doing us wrongs. Quite often, good and bad is a perception. Those who do bad things against us or commit crimes against us, in their perception, they are doing great, they're doing good things. And vice versa. A lot of the things that we might do and we perceive as good or righteous, someone else might see as threatening or not aligned with their beliefs or ideals. So it's really important to always be centered and remind ourselves that everything is down to perception, how we perceive things, and try and always put ourselves in the other person's shoes. And in the last 2 days, this is what I've been doing. I've been really looking and saying, the people that have been speaking bad about us, let me try and put myself in their shoes and see from their eyes, from their perspective. See why they have so much fear or anger or aggression towards us. And when I do that, I really have sympathy and compassion, because I realize that from a certain perspective, what we represent what we embody, can be challenging for many people for all kinds of reasons. And there's miscommunication, amongst other things, of course. I also want to make it clear that here at the Kingdom of Pineal, we are very peaceful people. I've said this many times, but I'm going to say it again. We're not revolutionaries. We're not politicians. Our intention is not to overtake any territories or countries. Our mission is very simple, and it's this. We realize that the world, the whole world right now, is going through a very big transition, a very monumental transition for humanity. Big shifts are happening. They're calling it the Great Reset. These are not my words. A big reset. We're about to shift from one paradigm, one reality, into completely new realities that are going to change our entire existence. Change the way we view and use money, science, technology, laws, food, transport, amongst many other things. Big shifts are happening all over the world right now. Big things are changing. And we celebrate this. After all, this is the beauty of being a human being, evolution and change. However, what we represent is an alternative, an option. Rather than the whole world shifting into one paradigm, into one reality, either because they are pushed into that reality, or because they see no other choice, or because they want to. Free choice. I think it's important to always remember that what defines us as humans is the ability to choose. Freedom of choice. And if something does not align with our beliefs, our ethics, our principles, our convictions, we must have, all of us in the whole world, if we so choose, if we want to, we must have the ability to create an alternative. And this is what the Kingdom of Pineal represents. An alternative, something different. Rather than going down the route of AI, microchips, CBDCs, lab-grown food, eating insects, LGBTQ2 agendas and all these things, we're happy with that. We respect that completely. We're not saying that they should stop doing that. That will carry on because many people want those things. Many people need those paradigms. So who are we, the 15 of us, by the way, 15 permanent residents here at Pineal, who are we to dictate on behalf of the whole world? All we're saying is, the 15 of us and the thousands around the world who resonate with our message, let's come together and let's find an alternative. Living in nature, growing our own food, living in symbiosis with the natural elements, whether it's building houses or technologies or medicine, education, healthcare, relationships, being as organic, as native as possible. remaining organic and authentic. That's what we're saying. That's our message. And even if we're a small group of people in the whole world of 50 or 100 or 500, we're happy with that. We're happy with that. All we're saying is, I think it's only fair and divine and a basic right for people to choose their own destiny, particularly at a time where things are shifting so drastically, so quickly. For all the people in Portugal that we have offended, for all the people that are angry at us, or confused, or conflicted, I apologize. We apologize. It was and is really not our intention to disturb the peace. We are peaceful people. We want to live peacefully, and we want a peaceful world. Many of you will know we're a plant-based community. We don't even kill animals or eat animals because we don't believe in violence. We walk barefoot to ground with the earth. We mostly live in tents so that we're close to nature. We live out here in nature. So, we're not a threat to your way of life. You don't need to send your army or your military to come and destroy us because you're afraid of us. We are 15 people in the middle of nowhere in Portugal, trying to peacefully live a quiet life, a private life. That's it. But I'm going to say this again. I apologize for everyone who is upset or confused or angry about who we are or what we represent or what they think we are, based on the many stories, if you like, and rumors that have been circulated by various media outlets and such. We are lawful people. We truly believe in the law. We trust in the law. Right now there is a criminal investigation. We were raided and we fully cooperated in every way. We didn't resist. We answered all the questions. We did everything we were asked of, despite how we were treated, which we felt was unfair, but from their perspective might have been just. So we've shown that we're peaceful people. Even now, we're in the process of doing everything we can to cooperate with the state without infringing on our spiritual beliefs, our ethics, our morals, and our convictions, because that's really important. Life is about compromise. It's about finding a middle ground. When you have two extremes, which is what this is in this case, one extreme of the old paradigm, the establishment that has been established, and the new paradigm of new people coming with new ideas, new perspectives, and a new approach to doing things. It's a big divide. It's a really big gap. But rather than fighting one another, we must find compromise. Where is the middle ground? Where can we meet in the middle? Where can we both live peacefully and gain from each other? So I'm very hopeful about the future. I'm excited. Today is the 8-8 portal. I'm feeling great. I feel there's a lot of healing that is happening in this realm. There's a lot of karmic energy that is being reversed. A lot of traumas that are generational. That are rewriting for us to begin on a new page as a collective for the so-called new earth that is coming. So the intensity right now is absolutely necessary. It's like the birthing pains. Just before that beautiful baby is born, there are the labor pains. You must go through labor. And the labor pains are painful, agonizing. But at the end of it, it's worth it. That beautiful baby is born. This is what we're all collectively going through. All these wars in the world, people losing jobs, people worried about their financial situations, people worried about their futures for all kinds of reasons, people stressed, relationships breaking down, society breaking down. You know, all these things are part of the birthing pains. It's all part of the process. And it's a divine process. To go into fear or anger is to assume that God makes mistakes. And if you believe in the divine or God or whatever you want to call it, you will know that everything is always exactly as it should. Nothing ever happens to us. It happens for us. And you're always given a measure or a test according to your abilities to receive that test. The bigger your soul, the bigger the test. The bigger your mission, the bigger the test. The older you are as a spirit, the bigger the test. So we're all being tested in different ways. And for many it will feel like, why is this happening to me? One thing after the other. I'm only trying to be a good person. I'm only trying to do the best that I can. But the more that I'm doing, the more chaos it seems to be creating in my life. Many of you will resonate with this. These are things I've often asked myself. Why me? I'm only doing my best. I only want a better world. But every time I try and do something, it creates some sort of chaos somewhere else in someone else. And the answer is very clear. That's the test. That is the litmus test. Separating the wheat from the chaff, the fake from the real. And to be real, you must not lose yourself in the drama. Remain centered. Remain in love. Peaceful. In full trust of the divine. There's some very testing times coming ahead for all of us. This is just the beginning. The true measure is not in the test, it's how we approach the test. Are we mentally prepared? Are we emotionally prepared? And if your mind and your heart is right and righteous according to your level, you have no fear. You fear nothing. You face all obstacles with a smile, with love, with compassion, with forgiveness, and all the great virtues. So I'm smiling today despite everything that is happening. I'm rejoicing, I'm celebrating, I'm in high spirits, and I'm so looking forward to the future that is about to unfold for us all in our own different ways. I'm going to end with this. My beautiful Royale, Akbal Zizi Pinheiro. My beautiful daughter, Empress Ether Akasha Akbal Zizi Pinheiro. Wherever you are, I know you're being well taken care of. I know you're being looked after. I'm fully trusting the process. And I'm looking forward to seeing you again soon and holding you in my arms. I'm very grateful and thankful for the opportunity to go through this testing and trying time. To everyone else here at Pineal, I want to give thanks for your love and your support and the space that you've held for yourselves, for all of us, and for the whole world, for the realm. I'm very proud of the family that we've become here. The closeness, the love, true deep love. It's the first time I really felt true deep love. Even in the face of adversity, we're all looking at each other, smiling and saying, it's happening. Keep going. Keep your head up. Remember, so I give thanks to the Pinheiro family here on the embassy, but also externally, everybody else who's connected to us. I love you all. I thank you all. I'm grateful. Stay calm. Stay calm. Trust the process. This is all in God's hands. This is all divinely orchestrated. Everything is happening exactly as it should. Everyone is doing exactly what they were scripted to do. Lastly, I thank Portugal for allowing us to grow here. It's been a great space to grow. I think the energy in Portugal is very sacred. It's a very good vibration for tough lessons, for transmutation, for forgiveness. Portugal was probably the first country to go and colonize and enslave people around the world. So there's some energies here that need to be transmuted. And this is the best place to transmute those energies with love and compassion and forgiveness. And this is why I feel we've been called here. Ether, Royale, if you're watching this, I love you. Have a great Lionsgate 8-8 portal. Stay centered.